These were some of the best highlights from all the matches of the day at Worlds 2024.
Ziggs that they haven't really played a lot of, and also with the Renekton mid. So already experimenting a lot, but are going to be looking for the grubs here. Mirwin on the roam is going to be here first, and Junja's going to have to get out of there. He is in trouble, does clone away, forced to flash. The team was a bit slow on the rotation as Betty's fighting Suba on the top side, and Woody's going to go forward with the Glacial. He does put the passive onto him. Elyoya going to get stunned up. In goes the Akali, but Maple's in trouble. He gets stunned against the wall, and Maple is down to almost no health at all. Does get out of there for now, but Alvaro flashes over the wall and grabs the first blood for MDK. Will be traded back, though you have to think, is Alvaro now trying to run? Frescowie, though, playing bodyguard here. He comes in, and PSG are in trouble. Woody's died to Supa. MDK are wiping the map with PSG. 3 straight kills. They crush the fight and are going to be able to grab the grubs as well. Okay, creating that big advantage early on, and the fact that Mirwin's able to get involved, get early kills on the Camille, get a couple assists as well, is going to really set himself up for success in those side lanes. Elyoya looking like he was thinking, hey, maybe I just want to wait for Smite to come back up, but is just going to finish it off. Knows there's not really too much risk, and is going to be able to burst that down. Finish this off. You can see Skarner heading up towards topside, just going to be able to grab that topside scuttle in response and continue to play behind Mirwin here. Allow him to play aggressively, allow him to be in that position for success. It's a good individual bit of stats here from taking the Dragon, but not that big of a deal. And the fact that it is Chemtech, Aja maybe caught out here, going unstoppable there, trying to get out, but the ultimate is there to lock him down, and it's followed up by the Skarner Impale. Aja still trying to get out of there, but will he be able to do it? They don't quite have the damage to finish him off. The flash forward from Elyoya. He's going to hold aggro. No, he's not. They messed it up. Elyoya thought he had aggro, but Mirwin picked it up, and now Maple's here on the roam, and Mirwin could be on trouble, but Maple doesn't have his flash. I'm not sure he's going to be able to actually close the gap. Maple looking to wrap around. We don't know if that was fully spotted by them, but they're back here on the grubs. It's just those 2 that already are remaining. So MDK has already grabbed 4. They're going to try to look for 6, but PSG is coming in here. Look at Alvaro and Frescowie in the backline, already here onto Woody, and on the other side, it's the ulti coming out from Junja. Aja is just chasing after Supa, trying to keep him out of there as Maple is skirmishing here on the side, and Mirwin's getting burst down. The Hextech ultimatum comes through, but the Impale is massive from Elyoya, but it doesn't even matter. PSG running over MDK as back-to-back grubs fights go the opposite way this time.
MDK is probably feeling a little bit of pressure here, because I really do feel like they had so much control on the game, but then all of their attempts of breaking the game open didn't quite work, and then they didn't have the advantage that they would have liked going into that last grub fight, which then was a disaster.
Absolutely, you can see in this lane economy snapshot powered by MasterCard there. As Elyoya looking up towards the top side, Aja pretty far back, has outranged it, so we'll be okay, just back it up. We saw that power from Ziggs though, ulting down towards bot lane, was able to push the previous siege here from PSG, but now with 3 members down there, plates have fallen, and Mirwin has no chance to defend this. And you can also see that Maple adjusting his build here against this melee-heavy, pretty tanky team. He does go towards the Leandries as opposed to kind of this really bursty build that he was actually doing yesterday, and I think it makes a lot of sense.
And it looks like MDK is actually trading up. They've gotten 2 turrets for 1, but now there's an Udyr flank.
Yeah, Aja in some trouble here potentially, but they don't quite have the damage to burst him down. Elyoya's coming down, as is Frescowie. All 5 members from MDK are here.
At the time, SK Telecom T1.
We have some of these Eternal players as they're going to be dropping the Herald down on bot side. Aja trying to keep the wave away, but it won't really matter for long. Junja, Woody, Betty all coming down, and Supa maybe actually caught out. He has to flash away, but Junja chasing after him, and here comes Aja. He's got nowhere to go. Frescowie trying to buy some time for him as Junja is getting low. Supa can't quite finish him off. Junja gets the kill. They force the flash. They do take down 1 tower and make it a second charge, but at the same time, it's going to cost them multiple kills. And how much can PSG get off of this? Supa just caught in transition. They will, in fact, get that second charge from the Herald.
Into Supa Ziggs, and it just gives Ziggs absolutely no chance to retaliate, and now Maple's going for Mirwin.
Mirwin very low. Aja's coming in for the reinforcements, but Maple doesn't even need it. Executes Mirwin in the top lane here for MDK. You can see Mirwin on the side looking for a flank, but he's warded out as well. And Frescowie trying to threaten the backline. This is getting a little bit awkward. Junja has been split out from the rest of the team. Nice clone, does dodge away, and he's going to get a double knock up here onto Frescowie. And on the other side, it's Mirwin going after Aja. Junja's in a lot of trouble. Woody's down already. Junja goes back in, tries to flash out, but he can't do it. Maple's in the backline, does get 1 kill with the perfect execution. Now going back in with the Shuriken flip. Can he do it in the 1v2? It doesn't look like it. Maple tries to make it happen, but he's down, and it's Aja versus the world here. Elyoya trying to chase after him. Mirwin waiting for those cooldowns.
PSG up enough. Betty wasn't really able to get into position to fight, and all of this fight
Position properly, and I will really punish you if you are out of place. Maple now looking here for Frescowi. Frescowi trying to retreat back towards his team. The shuriken flip does hit. The dominance is going to be popped. Alvaro is here, and I think that may mean he backs up. But Junja's going in. They have the TP coming through. A nice Magnet Storm interrupts him, snaps him out of the air, and in comes Elyoya, stunning Junja. He's going to go back in, trying to get some healing. He can't get it done. Aja's in the middle of everyone, but that's not where you want to be. MDK crushing through. They get the fight, and they're going to get the Baron.
What a huge play there by Mad. Frescowi gets taken in the 1v1 by Maple, but Alvaro arrives at just the right time to prevent the execution, and then Frescowi isn't even dead by the end of it. That is the swinging point of the game.
And I think that was Alvaro actually snapping Maple out of his shuriken flip, out of the air there, interrupting the damage, because if you actually get stopped midair, you stop that damage coming through. He CCs him out of the air as he tries to go in and finish off Frescowi. They all turn on Maple. They burst him down. MVP in the early stages so far of Mad here at Worlds. Again, looking for the invade, going to be stunning up. Crashdown comes through, and the ultimate is going to be used from Ziggs, pushing Junja back, but the Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out, and I do think he's overextended here. Alvaro is in trouble. He's been playing great, but overextended there. Supa trying to get some damage in. Elyoya trying to look to go over the wall, but he gets interrupted on the dash. 3-minute pale, but who cares? No one's there until just now. Frescowi comes through. Maple on the side, dodges out from the hookshot from Mirwin as Supa's throwing bombs over the top, trying to get something done, but he can't quite do it. Elyoya flashing over, going to try to get to safety. Shuriken flip does connect, and the perfect execution is there. Stunned against the wall, but Elyoya's got nowhere to go. Alvaro giveth, and Alvaro taketh away, and made great play after great play, but an overextension there nets PSG a team fight win, and we'll have to see how much more they can get, because they're sieging mid. They're going to get at least the tier 1 off of this.
Baron power play, curse of play-ins seems to be one of the themes. Aja's probably going to die here. Might have gone too far.
Here. Maple is going to go in over the wall. Potentially, he's going to go in for it, but I don't think he should have. The hookshot is there. He's in the shroud. Betty's around, but Betty's too low to really go forward. Now the passes come, and he's back. Alvaro making good on the mistake from earlier. Finds the re-engages. The overchase from PSG just kills them.
But the numbers advantages with the fights that these teams are taking are making it back and forth. The original fight there was just a huge numbers advantage for PSG at their own blue buff.
3K for MDK, and they're going to be able to get the tier 2 tower right after that. So the gold lead extending even further now. 5,000 plus is the gold lead here.
Jungle without vision against a Ziggs and a Camille and a Rel. It's just one of those things where if they tried that, then they're just going game too fast.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the situation they're in, though, because when you look at this minimap, there are no real turrets for them to be able to play around.
That's going to do it for the fight, as after that chunk out onto him, PSG will just be backing it up, not able to really find anything.
So we've had no kills for about 8 minutes now, I want to say, because MDK is just setting up zones, daring PSG to walk in, and then PSG is just kind of not willing to int their faces off, so they're slowly losing the game. And I do applaud the patience, actually, from MDK at the moment.
And Supa's got his Seekers now as well, so he's not going to be even difficult to stay alive. You know, if they do find him, we can see Mirwin jumping in onto Aja. They're going to look for him. They stun him into the wall, and he is just getting erased. The true damage comes through. Betty flashes out from the Impale, but doesn't even have enough damage to really threaten Elyoya. It doesn't look like it just yet, but now the Cyclone coming through from Junja. Alvaro trying to threaten on the side, does land the Shattering Strike, and a nice setup from him. It's a dunk from the Ziggs. The ulti over the top gets multiple kills. MDK are going to close out game number 1.
Beautiful final fight here from Mad. They were ahead early. It got a little hairy in the mid game, but ultimately another solid game. They stay undefeated in play-in so far.
It's a great start to the series from MDK, a back and forth game, but Mad took over in the late game, choking out PSG, not giving them any options. When PSG finally expose themselves, Mad pounce, burst down the Udyr, take the team fight. They'll take the Nexus and game number 1 and move 1 game away from the World Swiss stage.
And I think if we look at the team compositions across the board, MDK is absolutely about burst and reset the Viego. So much front-loaded damage, which will mean that they do have to play fairly clean in the early game.
Already has used both his potions. Frescowi sitting on both potions. He's just chilling. Nice little slow down. There's his flash forward. Great cleanse for Betty. Was so fast, but it's not going to matter for Woody. He is not safe. First blood grabbed by Elyoya. Jungle item be damned.
And now he feels good.
Grubs there will be as Alvaro's over here. Woody did have first move, but Maple has now hit 6. Junja is not 6 himself, but is now pretty close. So if he could get to 6, they can start to look for a play. Will be the 3 grubs basically for that first blood, but of course MDK going to be really happy to take that trade.
Yeah. He's actually ahead of the Vi in gold at this point in the game.
Yeah, nice little sidestep there on the True Shot Barrage by Betty, and he's going to let it rip on the ult. He has to cancel that, and Super looking for the outplay. Going to flash forward here, and he hits the Q, and he's got the kill. The flash advantage makes the difference. Super just iced him in the bot lane. Game where Jinja is kind of up here by himself. The team now is rotating over, but Elyoya, Super, Alvaro already all here. And it could be difficult for them to enter, but they're going to look for a potential engage here. The TP now coming out from MDK. Frescowi's there, and as is Mirwin.
Maple's not.
They're going to need Maple, or they're going to have to just trade for plates on the bot side, so they need to make a decision and make it now. But I feel like PSG, having ceded control of the river, need to just let it go and try to play for something else. Mirwin even has TP, though, so he could even TP towards bot if they need to try to deny plates. But it is going to be the grubs going the way of MDK, not even one for PSG, so they're not going to get any sort of a Void Might spawn.
Good job there by MDK to have 5 people up towards grubs. Maple will get 1 or 2 plates, which will help close the gap against Syndra. Do seem out of sorts.
Yeah, and I really do wonder if that's just playing around Betty's flash, though, you know, to give them benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're just nervous about that. Aja going to look forward. Nice scout of the week. The flash forward. And the Meganar against the wall, layered in by Woody. Woody's taking the tower, and Frescowi's got nowhere to go. Woody survives. PSG find a kill on top side. Now it's Maple versus Mirwin. Recall, so can't actually get it. Went to Worlds instead of a honeymoon. Worth.
That is the honeymoon.
There you go. Exactly.
Not instead of.
All right, now Mirwin in trouble. It's a 1v4. They didn't want to go for it with 3, but they definitely do with 4. No chance of an outplay there for Mirwin. He's down.
He got the wave, though, which is actually going to save that turret and a lot of plates. Meanwhile, Frescowi's free hitting that top.
For a dive
and Betty
here.
has flash.
They're wrapping around onto Betty. Are they going to go with it? They force the flash. The crash down doesn't connect. The ultimate is big. They're softening them up, and now Junja is here. And the flash forward knocks up 2. The ulti to follow over the wall from Woody connects. PSG punished that dive.
PSG turning what was a 1,000 gold deficit into a 1,000 gold lead.
Yeah, that's massive. They're going to be able to grab the dragon off the back of this here, too. Aja pushing up in that bot lane. Will be able to shove it in before going back to base. Obviously, a lot of stress over there.
A lot of stress.
The expectations were high. They were feeling very confident coming into this event. And a lot of the PCS experts were telling me this is the best they have ever been, that this is, you know, they're poised to be able to make a big breakout event here.
Yeah.
But not having the dominance that I think potentially was expected from them.
Game 2 and 3, and moving on to the Swiss stage.
Oh, they're looking again. Betty in trouble. No flash now as he's locked up, stunned up, and he is burst down. Alvaro going to be traded back. Not bad. Does get the 1-for-1. We can see 5 members of MDK here around the mid lane as Renekton is there as well. Everyone coming. They're going to lose the tower bot, and they are going to be losing some experience on the other side as well. But at the very least, they drop the Herald. They're going to get a charge on the tier 2. They get a kill, and they do get that tier 1.
Oh, yeah, out, and they kind of see where everyone on MDK is.
Yeah, Woody scrapping here on the side, and Alvaro caught out again. He just has the Hex Flash. That's not getting you out of there. The crash down just might, but no, Betty is there with a bullet to the back. Finishes Alvaro.
And that's the tempo advantage. PSG seems like they're back into their comfort zone. They pulled that play off successfully. Maple's able to teleport and catch a huge wave in the top side.
At this point, and Maple just playing through side lanes, you know, hasn't really been very active. You know, he hasn't been able to actually pair up alongside Jinja, but they've been playing through sides well, and they're just kind of slowly eking out these advantages. It is now just above a 2,000 gold lead.
With it being a Cloud Drake and with the high priority being put on the grubs, but that is going to be the next thing on the docket for PSG, is trying to get some of these waves under control and start stacking Drakes.
Absolutely. The turret going to be dying on the top side. No one going to be able to grab the local gold, so not going to be as big of a reward as normal. Troll middle, so they are a little bit split up.
MF has big-time items right now. Infinity Edge Bloodthirst to complete it, but this Drake is getting low fast.
Yeah, Junja, it might just be a flip, though. They're actually going to look to try to go for it. It's secured there by Elyoya as he was pushed back by the True Shot Barrage.
Meganar timing.
That's a nice little poke there, but Aja goes in. He gets knocked back by the Scout of the Week. The stun lands on Frescowi. He flashes out to safety. Aja jumps back. It's Elyoya in trouble, but Junja can't finish him off. Mirwin was threatening on the side, and that was enough to get the team to safety. There's objectives as Junja. Okay, he hit the Baron, but I was assuming that was an accident. Aja does have his Meganar here. We'll see if he can actually clear out this wave. Doesn't look like it. It's going down too fast.
Yep.
MDK overload the side lane, take down the tower, and it's Maple on top side trying to respond as the rest of the team are controlling vision around that Baron. But a TP play as Elyoya and Frescowi snaking around on the side, maybe trying to find an angle here to come in from behind as Maple going to be pushed out. They're going to flash forward, and there's the crash down, there's the Magnet Sword, and there is Maple dying by the Baron. MDK pull the trigger, and it's who else who does it but Alvaro.
It's a really nice play there. They had 5 people mid. They knew they wanted to make a play. Aja was shown on the bot wave, and the chase continues. I mean,
Junja
he's on the wrong side of the map.
Get out of the Heartbreaker, but it's not going to matter. Super comes over the wall. They're going to be able to finish him off. The delayed kill onto him. Maple's going to be up in 20, but I think that's maybe more than enough time for them to start this up. Gnar just actually popped Meganar as well, so even if he TP's in, he's got no threat in this team fight. NDK might just be getting an uncontested Baron in 23 minutes.
Okay, Maple is up in 6 seconds. He has teleport. Even with the Gnar being exhausted, he can teleport in as well. I do not think this is going to be an uncontested Baron.
We'll see. Alvaro on the side. Remember, he has no flash, he has no ulti. The TP's going to be coming in now from Maple. Aja just got back to base, and he's going to be joining up as well. The Baron down to 5k. Woody looking for an angle on engage. He flashes forward. There's the bullet time. It gets nothing, though. Woody on the side. They're onto the back of the Frescowi is down. The resets are coming through. Maple's looking for Alvaro, trying to chase him down. He gets the kill. Supa, they haven't leashed it. They can just stay over here. Junja's coming back, so they can just hold this for Junja to get back here. Elyoya needs to get back over to the Baron. They do have the wards over the wall, so they have vision on it. And Supa's trying to soften them up, but Junja's back. He has no ulti, remember, but he does have the flash. It could be a flip here. Flash is available for Elyoya, but no Heartbreaker. Mirwin comes in, and the health bars are getting too low. Supa is just destroying them in this Baron pit, so the Baron will finally reset.
He would have flipped that Baron, because I think that was closer to a 60-40 or a 70-30 flip with the 5v3 that they had.
Alvaro just hex flashed over, and he didn't know that they were there waiting for him.
They have more people,
but Junja's going to get turned around on the crash down into the scatter. The jungler's dead again right by the Baron.
Yeah, he hex flashed over because he had his whole team behind him.
3 members walking up here. Maple has to stay far back. He knows if he gets stunned up, he will get burst down 100-0. Betty now with the team, chunking out Elyoya. Elyoya could be in some trouble as Woody goes in on Mirwin. They're going to jump in. Aja's about to mega out. This could be huge. The bullet time is massive. It tears Mirwin apart. Alvaro falls as well. It's a double for Betty. This fight back and forth, but PSG taking a big advantage now, and we'll see if they can claim the Baron finally.
I mean, it's the same situation they were in last time with it being 5v3. Elyoya technically could think about stealing. He just has absolutely no vision, so it will be the Baron Drake trade going in the favor of PSG.
PSG find an angle there to really punish. Betty really playing with the limits there, stepping forward, realized Elyoya is not in a position to turn on me, so he got such a big chunk on Elyoya and pushes him out, and then Woody finds the perfect engage there. Both teams have made mistakes, and both teams have been so good at punishing those mistakes and capitalizing on any error from their opponents. As Junja going forward here,
is this too far, though?
The ultimate. The dominance is there to try to survive, and the Sterix gets popped on the other side. Alvaro trying to get up to his team. Junja's on the run, but can he survive? Aja Mega's out, and he stuns Elyoya into the wall. Another Sterix trying to keep him alive. Heartbreaker to safety. Breaks the heart of PSG there as neither of them die. And the TP from Frescowi, so PSG good pressure.
This could be the
Elyoya's looking, but he's not going to find anything just yet. Alvaro could be in some trouble. Woody swinging a miss on the Zenith Blade. His Maple's on the side looking for more. They get the first reset. Flash forward. It's a charm, and it's a kill. Maple takes the game in his hands and says goodbye to Frescowi. Supa's on the run. Going to be having to flash out of there. Excuse me, a shift only used by him.
There for me was Betty's damage. He is fed. He's not allowing Rel to step forward, and Alvaro died. Huge. I mean, he's finally contributing to the Rel Death Fund for the first time.
Plays it smart, plays it safe. You know, no one just face checked in where if Betty's walking a greedy way, maybe Elyoya can get a pick. They get the information that it is going down as Maple is going to have to back off. He knows that MDK has information. His team is all on the bot side, so he's got to back out of here and play it safe.
Clear that they've started, so Mad can actually move forward.
But they want to get the TP out from the Renekton, and the Renekton is going to TP, but he's TPing very far away. He TP'd just to the bottom side of the river, so they could even potentially try to finish this. It's getting low. Maple threatening on the side. They do have eyes onto Elyoya. Woody in some trouble. The stuns do land onto Alvaro, and Alvaro is just gone. The committed lock for it. The slam against the wall from Supa catches him. He's going to be jumping out of there to safety. Elyoya low. He's trying to run. Mirwin's in the middle of the rest of the team. He gets stunned up by the Vi. He's trying to go back in, but he can't make it happen. The scatter over the wall from Veskawi was nice, but it doesn't get too much done. Elyoya low. The charm connects from Maple. Supa's low. He's trying to get out of there. Benny's flashing forward. Can they turn it around? They don't have the damage just yet. Benny stands. Benny fights. Benny falls, but it's PSG that take the win, and it's PSG that are going for the Nexus. 40 seconds, 50 seconds on these respawn timers. I think PSG are pushing us to a third game.
They managed to clutch up when they needed to. They were down in this game too, looking completely out of sorts, but they make back-to-back-to-back plays to pull ahead in the game and then securely and safely build their lead from there. PSG might have just had their best game so far at Worlds.
What a game from PSG. Aja showing up huge, and it's Maple, of course, making the plays on the Ahri. Betty with a great MF game. Nerfs be damned, it doesn't matter. PSG make it happen with their backs against the wall. I have no idea how this matchup goes. Aurora versus Corki is not something I have actually watched. I'm assuming that they are just going to be more fighting for the wave, and Corki is just going to look to push and scale and kind of try to not really necessarily interact. They're thinking about a dive here, and Merwin, he is level 2 here. Merwin in a lot of trouble. We'll see if he can outplay this. Aja trying to close in. They flash in. They stun him against the wall. Beautifully played by Junja. He is going to go down for it, but they are denying quite a bit of these minions here. We'll see how much quite is lost.
He to be here.
Yeah, you would not expect him to be behind you. Use the X-Flash, and now he shows up. Mirwin potentially in some trouble. Elyoya going to try to get up here, trying to buy some time.
He's 6.
Does have the ulti, goes over the wall, but Junja is there and waiting. Slams him into the wall. Nice attempt at escape from Mirwin, but it doesn't matter. PSG bring the extra men. This is great pathing from Woody. Used the Hex Flash to get into the pit and then went all the way around him. Really clever play on that vision, and then Junja, yeah, I think, maybe a little bit of fortuitous positioning, maybe a little bit of anticipation on where he could go. Or they're just
geniuses,
But either way, it works out for him, and now it is going to be Mirwin down on the bot side, laning against Maple here. Well, Elyoya still farming very well. Obviously has that slight gold lead over to himself. It does take 3 Void Grubs. Jinja and Maple looking to punish Mirwin once again.
So they have to play carefully here.
Yeah, Supa in a lot of trouble. Aja gonna flash forward, and you have to think he's got it with the big one. He does. Nails him with it. Gets the solo kill in the top lane. The Corki is paying off big. See, Supa is actually playing for mid lane prio. PSG have first move. They're gonna be able to get this. It looks like they're just gonna call off the play. MDK think, you know what? We don't have the positioning. Let's not risk it. Mirwin is going to be forced over the wall there by Aja. And slow and steady, the Grubs will finally go down. You can see Junja hasn't even used his smite, so there's no chance that Elyoya can walk in and just like steal 108 for free. So it is likely to be another game with no Void Mites.
Yeah, another trade. I actually really like MDK not going for that. They didn't have first setup, and they're able to get...
Now it ticks over to level 11. Those ultimates so important for LeBlanc as you get higher and higher level, especially once you get up to 16. The CDR gets so low on that ulti. That's when you can really start becoming that really frustrating poke champion, softening people up. And if you're really playing it well with the Corki, you can potentially knock people low enough that they can't even find a fight. As Aja looking to get behind Mirwin here, we do see he's
suspicious.
He's spotted now. You can see the pings did come out. Woody's up in the area, but so is Alvaro, and is going to spot him as Elyoya takes the Herald, and they could look to try to drop this up top.
They got a lot of people up here. Maple
to back away, I think, if they get this information, and they did with that ward in the Tri-Brush, thankfully for them. It is a turret taken down on bot side, and now that ward, again, getting so much value. Spots Supa moving down.
He's definitely going to be a target. He's going to have big shields, though. He will be pretty difficult to take down, as Skarner is going for a play onto Alvaro. He's kind of alone.
He's just trying to actually stack up the Heartsteel, looks like, but
he
really overestimated his strength here. Gets knocked away, but Junja just gives him a freebie. MDK will take it. Woody has to flash out as well. That was a bit much there from Junja. It looked like he just wanted to get a Heartsteel stack. Didn't think they could mess with him. Maybe didn't realize how many MDK members are in the area, but that cost them so much. It's a flash of your support. It's you dying. It's your mid lane tower.
Oh, double charge if they want it.
To get a tiny bit of health, and they're going to get the charge in here. Aja is in and around. Maple trying to get some damage down, doesn't quite have enough, and the Distort is going to be forced back there by Alvaro.
So bad.
The sound is very satisfying. It's
now
crazy.
They're invading his Gromp.
Yeah, Junja gonna land the Impale onto Alvaro, not even actually having to pop the ultimate until just now. Maybe waited too long to do so, as Aja is chasing after him. He has the flash. Is he gonna have to use it? Now flash is way too late. Alvaro makes a big mistake, and now Supa's caught. Maple is there. The cleanse comes out. Can he actually get out? Maple trying to finish him off. He doesn't have the damage. He's got to wait for the spells. The True Shot Barrage doesn't actually finish him off. He gets over the wall. The Ignite is there, but he predicts him. He gets the kill. Junja trades it back, though. Now trying to go forward. What a scrappy fight there, Supa.
Mirwin has been free hitting this top turret and is going to recover himself a bit in this game by getting that solo gold. It really felt like Junja was a little bit out of sorts.
From the MDK AD carry, who I think has been playing so well for them, was massive in the last series on the Jinx, and now 1,000 gold ahead of where Betty is at this point, has the 2 kills. He's in a position to carry. MDK have basically drawn the gold right back to even as Frescowi takes the tower down on bot side. Mirwin, nice little chunk of damage out onto Maple as he took the top lane tier 1 as well. Stage, both teams looking to do it. Of course, this is the final game of the series if you are just tuning in. Whoever loses is not out of it. They will have another chance. Alvaro gonna get caught, pops the ulti, but he pops it too early that time and gets stunned up by Woody's ultimate right after. Unfortunately, didn't have the timing.
Can Vex land the ultimate onto Maple?
Oh, Maple, the Q flash! He gets caught out and he gets feared up. Is he gonna go down? No, not just yet. The ultimate comes through. They finish him off. The bullet time over the top, and the Impale comes out. Frescowi's in trouble. Frescowi is down. Woody's down on the other side. It's Aja trying to make it happen, but it's Aja with no chance in hell. Alvaro with the massive play. It's a Q flash, finding Maple and deciding the fight. You talk about those X Factor champions. He was there to make it happen. Maple took a lot to kill, but he had no offensive contribution to the fight because he's always on the run. The Locket nearly kept him alive, but then the Cataclysm came from him from Alyoya. It was great stuff there from MDK. And
now, when the fight is basically decided, so not only could they burn everything on the Blanc, there wasn't 2 carries returning fire at the end of that fight.
Absolutely, and PSG just not really ready for it to actually, try to get something going. Even when they did get the Betty ultimate out, the Impale came out afterwards. So by the time he actually pulled Frescowi in with the Impale, the bullet time had ended. And now MDK are going to be cleaning up so much on the map, including the Skarner, who's just food for the Lions. They're pushing forward, looking to put the finishing touches on this game. We'll see if they can do it, as Junja was just way too far out trying to solo defend a tower. You got no shot at doing that, and now they have no shot at defending the mid lane inhibitor. They probably have no shot at defending the top lane inhibitor as well. This game just swung so far in MDK's favor.
I mean, some questionable decisions from Junja. They just need to withstand this Baron. MDK getting a Giga Baron power play off of this one. It's going to be at least 5K gold.
Yeah, it's going to be massive for them. Both those inhibitors are gone. MDK now going to have full run of the map here.
PSG just couldn't even get in position to defend. They were so spread out around the map, and potentially, again, Skarner might be caught.
Oh, nice Impale, though, actually catches out Alvaro. Can they actually burst him down? The ultimate's making him so tanky, but he has gone a bit too far.
Wow.
Junja there turning it around onto Alvaro. Does get a kill, but the Baron buff's still here for 30 seconds. Already nearly a 4,000 gold Baron power play there. The goal just slingshotting them into the lead from what was a pretty good spot for PSG from almost the entire game. He is there, but he has got to be careful. But it's a stun over onto Elyoya. Nice buffer on the flag and drag. Junja gonna go in, does find Alvaro. He's gonna pull back. The flash in from Alvaro, trying to turn around as they Impale there. The bullet time comes through, but it's Elyoya going into the back line. Between worlds, Aja's getting nothing done. He's not even in the fight. He's over the side. He can't do anything. And he's just gonna watch as the team falls. Maple goes into the back line, but Supa's alive, and Supa has something to say about that. Trying to chase after Maple. He's on the run. Aja's trying to survive as well. They need to survive or the game is over. Aja trying to get out of there. Mirwin is not going to let it happen. Catches him with the slow, chasing him down. Aja, the last hope here for PSG, as Supa has killed off Maple. That should probably do it, but Aja's still alive. Now Supa chasing up after him. There's just no way out. Supa hits him with the Mystic shot. MDK win the fight, and MDK are going to be heading to the Swiss stage.
What a series by the MDK bot lane. Supa and Alvaro clutched up.
You said it, MDK's key members in the bot lane showing up when it mattered most, being the difference makers for the team. Alvaro with the picks when it all came down to it. MDK outplay in the fights, take down PSG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup at the play-in stage of Worlds 2024.
Drake, but he still will have a smooth ride to level 6. And the other thing that we were tracking in this early game was how Kiaya was going to be doing against Summit. So far, it seems fine. He's had push for a lot of that lane, never been in danger of a death. We will see, though, once Summit gets a few more items, the Null Magic's going to make him a lot more durable later on into the game, but so far, so stable for GAM.
Yep, looking pretty good here for GAM, but you said it. It's like once someone gets merc treads, gets a little MR, starts getting some HP, love to get these 6 scrubs. I mean, I think they absolutely should fight here, but Audi gonna get a good engage onto Kiaya. Kiaya trying to get back to the team, drops the equalizers. Audi's gone over the wall. They don't know where he is just yet. Now they get that information. Levi popped the ulti pretty early here, but they're getting rocked, and Katie finds a scatter the weak, and it could turn the fight entirely. Levi trying to get it done. Someone over the wall. It's a flash to follow from Levi. It's on the other side. It's Emo cleaning up the fight. It's GAM time, baby. Over at the Grubs, they're winning the fight, and they're going to get more maybe here. And they come up huge.
And that's what we're talking about from GAM, understanding their power spikes. Yes, they get engaged on, but Levi didn't even have the perfect entry to that fight, and he still cleaned up with Shyvana E after Shyvana E. It's basically like an ultimate power level spell, yet he just gets to use it multiple times a fight.
Yeah.
This fight. Look at that E right onto the Wukong, and he should be getting this Drake as well.
Looks like he's going to be able to secure it, and now he wants more. The Dragon is ready. He flies in, and is just roasting up R7, but in comes Seo. Kaney's back here as well. Emo trying to get out. Seo looking for more. Lion's in trouble, as is Audi. He's going to jump over the wall. Easy Love looks for the ultimate, finds nothing. Easy Love flashes in, still can't find a thing. Levi's dead. Easy Love's in the middle of 4, and he's in trouble. The wrong passive is there. Kaney cleans up. Elio on the side. GAM bite off way more than they can chew, and R7 punish him for it.
Final hit. The blast cone really just trolls GAM, to be completely honest, sending them everywhere. And yeah, as you mentioned, that flash was not ideal. To about half health.
Yeah, Seo on the run here. Elio threatening, but Audi's going to go in. He pops the cycle and gets rejected there by the Poppy ult. Still in trouble, though. Summit looking. The Boulder Toss connects. The Braum ult not quite doing it. It's Easy Love trying to lay down some cover for Elio.
Kind of the carry. It changes so much of the texture of this game when he just gets to fire that E off so many times per fight.
And GAM are just playing this so aggressively,
They really
being able to group up and just pushing forward, brute forcing down. And now Levi moves over to mid after getting that tier 2 bot, and he's going to be able to help Easy Love do this. He's playing a great game on the Shyvana.
Yeah, all of these turrets are from the Shyvana. It's the X factor in this game, absolutely. They're very quickly just saying, okay, we're going to get Ripped Herald and a turret off of this.
I like it because I do think that R7's draft is going to be really problematic for them later on. So they're already up 3K. If you're able to grab this tier 1 without even dropping Herald, and then say threaten a tier 2, drop the Herald right on that, get even more gold, extend the gold lead to 4,000 or 5,000 gold, all of a sudden composition becomes less relevant than it otherwise would be.
Yeah, and watching this game play out, my biggest concern for Rainbow 7 is their ability to engage.
Yeah, nice little chunk there on Summit. Has done a good job holding him pretty even so far up on that top side. Is going to eventually lose the tower. Easy Love backing off, knows there's going to be a push here. Seo members really stepping up, and we'll see if they can continue to do so. In some trouble now as Summit going to get caught out, as he is going to get probably burned down. Does scoop him into the wall, trying to buy a little bit of time. The Boulder Toss making it a little bit closer, but Levi knew he had it, didn't even have to use the ulti. They are able to grab the kill.
And actually, so they're going to end up losing this Drake entirely because Levi got poked out. That is such a big play there for Kaney, now getting them to soul point despite being so behind in pressure for much of the game.
And it is a Hextech Soul, which is ridiculously powerful. So the observers, Lions trying to get over to actually be able to scout this out. But look how far Audi is.
Audi's not even
it's just going down so fast.
Cinder has to steal it.
They don't necessarily know where Audi is, but are they going to commit to it? The Poppy is dead over the wall. They're committing to it. They do burn it down. They use the bullet time and everything. It's a great sneak from GAM. They do lose the support, but it's well worth the cost.
Yeah. With Soul being the big fear for them,
Audi in a little trouble as Emo is just going to take this fight. He's going forward onto him. Summit is here to try to back him up. Emo flashes forward. Does he have the damage? He finishes him off. Snaps back. See ya later. What a play there from the Yone. And now Levi on the chase here. Kaney's in trouble. He's flashing in. He's looking to finish him off. There's the equalizer. They're burning down. Easy Love on the flank. Gets deleted by the Kaney ultimate. But GAM's
ability to take this turret with this Baron buff, still a huge play for them as they go.
Stuns him into the wall. The cleanse doesn't have to come out. He tries to flash out, but the ignite is there, and Kiaya flashes forward, burns him to a crisp. GAM pushing their advantage relentlessly.
They are so decisive. R7 thought that play was going to be over. 80 carry, dead be damned. They break the inhibitor open and still have supers in the mid lane. It's not going to look the same, but I'm like, I can farm and then press E a bunch. It's simple, right?
You're not wrong. And we'll see if Kaney can get out of there. He farmed, he pressed E, but it didn't even matter. Gets deleted by Easy Love and Emo, who tag team down the Syndra, and now GAM might want even more. You can see Summit in the picture-in-picture. He's pushing out bot. The equalizer is going to get dropped onto Seo's head. Levi trying to push forward. Can he actually find an E? They're just going to try to bully down this tower.
No minions even.
Are able to do it, and Emo's now in mid lane. Summit's still not basing. They decided, you know what? We can't defend. We're going to try to trade something. But the trade is not worth the cost. They're going to lose the mid lane tower. They're going to lose the top lane tower. They're going to lose 2 inhibitors, if not 3. We'll see if they can get it.
Okay, the only hope that R7 has here is that they can delay these recalls enough or catch something on the back end and get a soul.
R7 are going to need some massive plays if they want to make something happen here, but Lions come out. He's got no one to jump to. Audie's going to try to go in and turn this around, but he gets knocked back by Elio. Levi's in trouble. The equalizer is going to get dropped. Levi's getting burst down. Summit can go for a play. He has Mega. Is he going to be able to find it? They get another kill, and Kaney is taken over. Kiaya's on the run, but he's got no way out. Audie's looking for Elio. They want even more. Emo was not there, and his team pays the price. R7 get 4 kills. R7 get the soul as well, and R7 may have just flipped this game on its head, but not if Emo can say anything about it. He's into the pit, has to go back with the soul inbound. Now can't make anything happen here. They're going to be able to claim it. That's a Hextech soul, and that's the gold lead, shrinking down to 6K. But with the stats from the soul, it really doesn't even matter. The information, Kaney is there, Lions is there, Seo is there, but it's Emo trying to split this up, trying to go for the base. We'll see if someone can hold him on. It's going to be a fight on 2 sides. Emo's getting aggressive here. Does get slammed into the wall there by Summit, but Kiaya's here as well. It's a 2v1. Can they actually make the outplay in the 1v2 to try to defend? At the same time, GAM are still on the Baron, but it's going down so incredibly slow. It's another member back here as R7 send Kaney back to defend. They do lose the inhib, and it's briefly going to be a triple inhib now for GAM. They're going for the hit and run tactics. There shouldn't be any real window for R7 to be able to get over here, and the problem is, if you lose triple inhib and there's Baron, you just lose to the minions. Like, you kind of can't even wave clear. It becomes so difficult. Some of the inhibitors are going to be responding pretty quickly, so we'll see if those come back in time, but GAM do get the Baron.
Interesting. Nice rejection there by the Poppy.
Yeah, and now they're going to try to turn it around. Audie's in trouble. The bullet time comes out, but it's going to be blocked by the Braum. So Easy Love does expend it. Audie's going to have to go back to base and heal up. Emo's already taken the bottom inhibitor. Levi's going to grab the top one, and now the middle one's gone as well. Summit in some trouble, and the minions are just marching in. The equalizer is going to get dropped onto Kaney's head. Summit is getting so low, he's got to scoop the minions back just to survive. He's back into the found. They're trying to clear this out, but they don't have the champions to really do it. In goes Audie. He's going to try to turn around. Emo's in the back line, though, and Emo finds Kaney and kills him, wipes him off the map. Easy Love's in the back line, and GAM make it happen. Hextol, be damned. GAM find the angle, close out the game with the Baron.
I guess it will actually be Jace mid.
Yeah, it's going to be Jace mid, and they're going to go Cassante 5th pick here for Summit.
Cassante mid. They have until 20 seconds on the timer to trade it back. We're at 40 seconds right now.
In a tier, so not exactly the most threatening of items there for the Jace in the early game.
Levi's got to get out of there.
Levi at least will get one. Kiaya does have first move, but it's just going to be the one. I think they're going to call that heist and probably back off. Both bot laners have moved up to mid, though.
Yeah, exactly. Jin's followed all the way up. They might look for a pick.
Yeah, they're going to be going in, and the Ziggs is in trouble. The curtain call has come out. Lions able to body block. They did get the flash off of Seo. Now the equalizer comes down. It's not quite in the right spot. Emo trying to go forward and finish him off. Nice sidestep from Seo, but it's first blood for Kiaya. And is it even more? It looks like it. It's a flash out from Lions, but Levi is there trying to chase him down, and Easy Love comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4th shot.
Where they get soul in almost every game. 2 games in a row, the last one against 100 Thieves, and in that last game they had against GAM. But they will get the first Drake of this game, and it's looking similar to the story of game 1, where GAM is taking a lot of risks in lane to hold on up against people who don't have a ton of MR already.
Yep. Yeah, there are some squishy members up there, absolutely. Elio coming up towards the top to try to reinforce the team. Audi finally going to finish off those grubs. They never actually fully cleared those earlier grubs, so it is just the 3 that will be showing up here this game.
Grubless game.
A little bit less of a spike, I think, than having that Ludens, but of course it does help you if you do get jumped on, and there is a lot of hard engage over on the other side when you're looking at Emo and Levi, so I do understand wanting to go a bit of a more defensive item here, as Kiaya, I think, mostly looking for the reset, but he's going to force a flash. Does he flash to follow? He might just have him. Didn't want to risk it. Interesting. Elects to hold onto the flash. I think he maybe could have got him with
the 4 games I've seen from Kiaya so far. 2 games on Aurora on day 1, and then also the Rumble so far today.
Especially when you, like you say, you're going up against Summit. You know, you're going up against the guy who is considered by far the strongest laner in his league. You know, such a good top laner. Playing out a really smart game. I mean, they had Emo down on bot side, who was matched up against this Kane, Rooker, and Cassante, which is a horrible 1v1 against this Blade of the Rune King that's now completed for him. So R7 moving over. This is getting low though. We'll see if Levi can secure it. Eye gets popped, and they are going to be able to finish it off there. Now can they find any sort of a play? Ilio's going to be looking. Lions flashes out, does crash down over the wall, but he's going to get interrupted. And now comes the curtain call there from the Jhin, as well as the equalizer, but not really able to find too much. Seo does walk back in, gets hit by the 4th shot. Is going to be okay. Summit is having to recall, and Audi looking for the re-engage, but no one is there with him, and Audi really went too far. Now Kiaya goes forward, and Emo finds him with the fate is sealed. Kaney tries to get out, but he can't do it. It's a double kill for Emo, and it's GAM taking over off of a re-engage from Audi. Of where this Yone is, and one misstep, and you can easily lose that 1v1.
Absolutely. So Dragon coming up. It's a Mountain Soul this game. GAM is a little bit grouped up here, so maybe
nice
a window.
Shockwave. Emo looking though, and he finds the Zig. Seo is gone already. His fate is sealed. GAM gonna drop the Herald mid. That's gonna be the tier 1 tower. That's gonna be the Zigs. It should be the Dragon off the back of it, and the curtain call is gonna get opened up here. Looking for the damage on the back line, pushing them back. In goes Elio. Nice buffer though from Summit, and now going to drop the equalizer. That one's a bit of a whiff. Can they find anything more? He's going to think better of it.
No thanks. Go bot. Go all the way bot. Hit that turret bot.
It's Levi Drift. He's going to be driving down towards the Dragon. Drake, I mean, Easy Love has been split up from the rest of the team. He's getting pushed off, so now they're going to lose their mid lane tower. GAM kind of overchased and are getting punished for it. Levi, though, going to look. He's going to go in. There's a Cyclone. Seo's in trouble again, but the minion wave was still there to tank up the tower for now. The W does miss, and now it's a TP coming in from the other side. It's going to be Kiaya rejoining the team. He has no ulti, but doesn't even need it. Katie's in trouble. He's getting roasted. Lions is already dead to Levi, but they're trying to take one back. Seo pushing him out. Summit arrives. The teleport's getting committed from both sides.
Audi, Seo's burning all of his cooldowns, and it's going to be tough for R7 to come back here.
I mean, you can see R7 know it. Their coaching staff looking incredibly stressed, a little bit dejected there.
So, yes, they have the ability to take Drake, but they're going to rather grab this standing gold first. Can't complain as they continue to extend their gold lead.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Emo's fine topside. You know, he seems to be completely safe. He has enough vision. It's a bit shallow, but he does have it through that river. Take the tier 1, grab the Dragon, no pressure.
And also just a reminder, as the stakes for this game, the winner advances to Swiss stage push. So again, R7 is going to have to wait and look for their next play. Got people standing on a ward, though.
Yeah, they do spot them. They're going to go in, but are they going to regret it? We'll see. The TP's coming in from Summit as well, and we do have Levi trying to get out. The Zig's all going to hit him. Kaney trying to retreat. The curtain is going to get called on the other side. Audi trying to block, but they're trying to snipe through. He can't quite find it. Seo pushes him back and interrupts him with the satchel charge on the side, but it doesn't matter because Kiaya's got a double. Emo's in the 1v1. He flashes out of the Q3. Has the solo out. Can he finish off Summit? Not quite. Summit flashes back. Another Q3 is going to miss, and Emo's trying to charge it back up. Has it back and available. R7, who thought they would have the man advantage.
They're going to get the Baron after that one as well, and if there was ever a moment that R7 thought they could get back in the game, it's when they see Wukong and Rumble sitting on a ward.
Baron power play here. They do have some good wave clear with the Ziggs, but they're going to get split and they're going to get pulled apart here as Emo's down towards that bot lane. Summit looking for an angle on Levi, can't find it.
Emo freely taking that bot turret. I believe he's deathless this series on the Yone, so he's been playing extremely safe and efficiently. And look at that
Seo
rumble
in trouble.
burn.
The curtain is going to get called. Seo has to flash out of there, and on the other side it's Emo. They're trying to CC him up, and they're trying to knock him down, and they got the kill. What can Summit get done here, though? He's CC'd up as well. Levi's into the backline. Summit's on the run. The DB's coming back from Katie, but is it even going to be in time? He TP's into his death, only to watch his base crumble. GAM get a big fight. The Easy Love flashes forward, couldn't quite get in range for the forced shot there on the Lions. Thought he had the kill. It's up to the bot lane here from R7, but the deadly flourish is deadly indeed. It connects onto the Ziggs. They get the kill, and with that, they will secure the win. They will secure their spot in the Swiss stage. GAM do it. They're going to take the series 2-0 over R7. What a performance.
GAM have dominated in this play-in stage.
These were some of the best highlights from all the matches of the day at Worlds 2024. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.